Well, hello Sagittarius. It is CJ here. Welcome to your weekend read for, March 10th to the 11th to the 12th. Although, as I always say, time's fluid, so whenever you're called to this reading, there may be a special message in it from Spirit for you. And as well, please remember, as always, when I do set a date, that is my intention, but often for so many people out there, it might be something that's already happened to you, or it's going to be something that's coming up. It may not be specifically on this weekend. Now, first of all, Sag, I have my lovely little teacup here. You probably can hear from my voice. I think I'm catching a cold. And I really don't want to put too much energy into that because, as I always feel, really important to focus on what you want, what you don't want, and I really don't feel like having a cold at this time. So I'm sipping my ginger and lemon tea. I'm going to keep my cup here. I sure hope I don't knock it because, well, I am very well known to be very klutzy. Okay, so anyway, Sag, it's a general read as always, so take it if it resonates. If it doesn't, let it go. Leave it for someone else. So Saggy, I hope you're doing really well and that you're feeling good. I have a feeling that my voice is going to start fading as we go through this reading, but we'll see, right? I really felt like it was important to open up with the secret language of color. Probably because Spirit is saying, yeah, you need to get a card for yourself and have it around you to start healing a bit. But I don't know, I just kind of feel like collectively, we all might be feeling a little worn out, just feeling a little tired. You know, a lot of things shifting in the world, a lot of stuff going on in the air. So let's start there, and then we'll get into your tarot and see what potentially is happening for you for this upcoming weekend. Sag, I just also want to take this moment to say thank you so much for all of your love and all of your support. It is incredible. It's so important. You make me feel important, so I thank you so much for that. Life is pretty tough, and you know, a lot of tough things can happen to all of us, so it's really great to have this gorgeous, beautiful soul family that I truly feel is my soul family. And so I just thank you. I thank you. And the other thing is, if you would like a private reading, as always, all that information is down below. Just send me a message and we'll get something scheduled, okay? All right, Sag, so let's get into your reading. I'm going to have one more sip. I love this tea. It's kind of spicy with the ginger, so I'm really hoping this is going to help kick whatever it is that I might be fighting off. So let's get started. All right, Spirit, please show me clearly for Sagittarius, those beautiful fire individuals out there in this beautiful world, those that this reading is meant for. Show me, please, as clearly as you can, and help me tune into your energy of what card, what color is going to be best for Sagittarius to have around them over the weekend. And Sag, if you're new here, you probably already know this, but I have to say, in case you're new, if you're new here, if you have been, oh my God, you see? And trust me, this is straight tea. I'm not having any kind of alcohol, but I'm just feeling a little ditzy, I guess. Let me rephrase. If you have been here and you're part of the soul tribe here, then you already know this. But for those that aren't, and this is their first time here, the secret language of color, what that is about, it's about the vibration of a color. All colors have a certain vibrational energy, right? So this is a way that you can take the color, whatever color card comes out, and you can actually have it around you, right? Like, let's say orange came out. Well, I have my salt lamp here. You know, just for me, meditating on that color could really help me, you know, lighten up, for example. So you can take it or leave it, but I just felt called to use this deck. So let's get into it and let's see what Spirit has. Now on the bottom, interesting. On the bottom we have brown. This is all about establishing boundaries. And again, if you're new to my channel, the bottom of the deck is the foundation for your reading. Very important to me as I'm shuffling the deck, when I split the deck, what's on the bottom, it kind of fills the whole story of what potentially is happening. So the fact that we have brown on the bottom at this moment, and it's about establishing your boundaries, it is number 12, Sag, so that is a 3. And 3s really are my power number. 3s are about you, your mind, your body, your soul, your mind, your heart, your soul, however you want to look at it. 3s are also about the whole Holy Trinity, if you are religious, right? It's about abundance. It's about, you know, creation, but it's about your power. You being in a complete alignment with yourself. So setting boundaries, even if this doesn't play out in your reading, it just feels like an important message anyways, to make sure that you're establishing boundaries so that no one's crossing over what is comfortable for you and what is not, right? A beautiful way to do this, I've done this. I haven't done it lately because I've got snow all over the ground. I'm just going to show you this card. Beautiful little plant there. Is to go somewhere where there's dirt and draw a circle around yourself. Stand and draw a circle around yourself. And as you're in that circle, set your intentions of your boundaries. Like, this person cannot cross me, or anyone that has this attitude cannot, and really put your full intention into that. And only when you feel that you have established your boundaries, then step out of it and leave the circle. It's a beautiful way of using your energy. So I do feel like that's important for someone out there. So I hope that helps. Even underneath that, though, we have white, which is about lightening up. It's 24. That is a 6, which reduces down to 3. This could be just about, you know, remembering to have some fun, remembering that to try and see the lighter side of life. At the same time, once you establish boundaries, it does allow life to lighten up for you, because you then know that no one can cross it, right? No one can cross your boundaries unless you let them, right? Okay, sometimes easier said than done, but whatever. Okay, Saggy, sorry for the long intro. Let's get into your reading. Show me clearly, Spirit, for Sagittarius for the weekend of March 11th, 12th, might go into next week. Okay. We've got bronze that has come out. Oh, look at this. Look at all these brown colors. Okay, so we just had boundaries, right? That was brown. Now we've got chocolate on the bottom and we have bronze. The colors are very similar. I know bronze in real life is a little bit different, but if you look, it's still got a brown undertone. This is all about strengthening your body. Now, it is number 14, so that adds up to a 5. 5 for me as a channeler, as a light worker, is about change coming in. Now, isn't that funny that that came out? And I just said that I feel like I may be catching a little cold. And so this feels like this could be a message for me. Might not be for all of you out there, but if it is, this is about get your lemon and your ginger, start drinking it. This could be saying to you that you need to get more rest. Maybe you got to get out and get a little bit more air, right? I mean, I know I do. I'm starting to get a little bit, I feel like this should be just a chat session, you know? I'm going to have to figure out how we can, because I'm not very technical, guys. You know that, right? I'm going to have to figure out how we could do, I don't know, maybe some kind of a live reading or something where we could respond to one another. I'm going to check that out, because that would be cool. Because otherwise you're just listening to me go on and I'm not getting any response. But anyways, let's get back to bronze. So this is about making yourself be in alignment with your mind and your soul. So for some, maybe it means getting out there and getting some exercise. For others, like I said, getting out and getting some walk and getting walks in, being around nature, strengthening your physical body, because when our body is stronger, even that helps our mental attitude, right? So we're going to keep that. I'm going to put it right here, though. I feel like I'll use it up here because I got my tea and I don't want to spill it. As I was saying, you know, I am going stir crazy because it's been so long since I've been able to really get outside and go for good walks and good hikes. And so, you know, when your body becomes stagnant, not that I don't do exercise or do things inside my home, but honestly, it is so cold out that you freeze. We have wind chill. So your skin, even in gloves and bundled up, you freeze within 5 minutes. And it's very humid too, so it's strange. And all I'm saying here is that if you're feeling that way, so am I. Let's find a way to start strengthening our body together. Okay, then the bottom, which is kind of cracking me up here because Spirit has got a wicked sense of humor. We have chocolate. Nourish your body and your soul. And this is number 13. So we got 13, then we got 14. I mean, honestly, Spirit, you are too funny. Now this is like saying, indulge, you know, get yourself some chocolate, maybe eat a little bit of cake, but also indulge yourself with the things that make your body feel good. You know, doing things like, for me, I'm probably going to have a nice hot bath later because, you know, if I start to come down with things, I want to like just kind of soak my muscles with some Epsom salts. So again, this is some kind of energy here. I'm really kind of giggling, like I'm wondering if Spirit is giving this directly to me. Strengthen our body and nourish our body and our soul. So however that would resonate with you, doing those things, and at least it's a weekend. Hopefully you have the weekend off and you can kind of pamper yourself a little bit more. Underneath chocolate, though, we do have protect yourself. Azure. Beautiful color here. So Sag, I don't know what this is about right now. Obviously, we'll see when the tarot comes out. But I feel that you, whoever I'm speaking to, you have been feeling knocked down, worn out, drained, and you may even feel that things are coming at you. So Spirit is telling you that you got to protect yourself. You know, if you have a t-shirt or a candle, maybe even have that around you over this weekend. Okay, guys, my apologies for my coughing. Okay, we're going to put that there. I want to leave that out. I feel Spirit's guiding me for that. This could also be saying that you're worn out in some situation that you're going through with another person or other people, and it's really taking its toll on your body, and that you haven't been taking time for yourself, and it's draining you. So Spirit's coming through to say, if this is your reading, Sag, this weekend, coming up, even if the rest of the message doesn't make sense, but this applies to you, and you're going, oh yeah, man, I haven't pampered myself for a while, male or female, doesn't matter, we all need it, right? Please take that as your sign to do it this weekend in whatever way that would mean for you, right? Read a book, watch a movie, go out and get some air, however it applies. Seems to be really important because it is number 36 and that is a 9. Obviously that reduces again down to a 3. So there's something really strong coming in here from Spirit that is, wow, it's just feeling like they want you to make sure you're taking care of yourself, Sag. So, and I want you to take care of yourself too. I'll do the same. But let's just be mindful of where we're putting our energy this weekend. Okay, Spirit, let's get into the reading. I'm gonna have another sip of my tea. Okay, bottom of the deck, King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Now, I usually see him as a Cancer. This is a beautiful energy, though, of emotional balance, keeping yourself emotionally going with the flow, not allowing yourself to get too stressed out. The other thing that they're giving me here is like King of Cups, Queen of Cups. They're both very protective, right? Very watery, very much about the emotions, about our relationships with others and with ourselves. King of Cups, I'm really feeling this, again, this is about making sure you're protecting yourself this weekend. Whether that be from someone else or just protecting yourself from, you know, the world, the stuff that's going on in the world. Maybe take a day off from any social media or something like that. Because there's a lot of low vibration that is out there that really we do kind of pick up, right? You have Five of Swords. There we go. Five of Swords, nasty words, things that overwhelm your mind, that make you feel burnt out. And as I said, so much crap is going on in this world that is scary, and it can make you have fear and can make you kind of feel panic. And so many people in this world are actually going through that right now, going through the actual experience. Let's, this weekend collectively, I hope you'll join me, is let's put our energy together and just try to nurture ourselves, because when we do that, we raise our vibration. When we raise our vibration, anyone that we come into contact, we help raise their vibration. It's just kind of a beautiful way that we can extend our love. And Saggy, you have so much love to give. You've got that big, beautiful heart. So Five of Swords, again, this is, I know I'm talking worldly right now because they're not giving me much more, but look, we got the Five of Swords, and then it's followed by the Nine of Swords. So yeah, anxiety, stress, all of that kind of stuff. Okay, guys, you got to give me a second. I have to take my sweater off. I'm getting hot. I don't feel like I have a fever. I'm just getting very warm in my room. Probably from my lumberjack shirt. Okay. Fast forward if this is annoying you. I don't mind. Okay, Spirit, let's get into the reading for Sag for the weekend of March 11th to the 12th. 2023. For Saggy, for those that this reading belongs to, Four of Wands, okay, celebrating, having fun, lightening up, like the white color card showed. Lightening up. Four of Wands also is my marriage card. So perhaps some of you are having some kind of an issue in a family situation. Could be in just a relationship, like a couple's relationship. We're going to have to see what comes out. Bottom of the deck, Six of Swords. Okay, that does indicate that whatever might be going on, you are moving away from it. That this too shall pass, I just heard. So I'm not sure what that's about. Ace of Cups underneath, new beginning. Let's continue, Spirit. Give me more, please, for Sagittarius. For those that this reading is meant for. Beautiful Sagittarius. Saggy. For this weekend of March. Okay. March 10th, 11th, and the 12th. Okay, Six of Cups, King of Pentacles. Well, okay, guys, I'm really feeling like this is about some kind of a relationship. It does feel a little bit more like romantic, but it doesn't have to be. It is having that feeling because we've got the Knight of Cups on the bottom here. All right, so not going to be a read for everyone out there. But the Knight of Cups on the bottom is indicating to me from Spirit that this is something to do with a partner where... Because the Knight of Cups for me is very heart on your sleeve kind of energy. Like, I am in love with you, so I'm going to pursue you, and I'm going to give you all the things that you want or need because I feel so strongly about you. This is a card about being vulnerable, showing your feelings, speaking your feelings. So it does feel very romantic right now. Then we have the Hangman. We'll talk about that in a second. So I don't know what's going on. I'm going to have to definitely pull some clarifiers. But right now, it's feeling like... You know what? We're going to go... I want to pull a clarifier. Oop, do you see? I almost knocked my glass off. Over. Queen of Swords. I'm going to go right into clarifying because I got to go a little bit deeper about the Four of Wands. Queen of Swords on the bottom here. So this is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Getting clarity is what I'm feeling here. Queen of Swords, she doesn't go by her emotions. She's quite cold because she's air. She is about the communication and seeing things very clearly. She doesn't tolerate any bullshit, and she speaks the truth. Anyone that doesn't speak the truth to her pretty much get kind of like cut off, right? So Spirit could be indicating here that this weekend there's a need to either say the truth, speak the truth, or even get really honest with yourself with whatever this could be about. Seven of Cups next. Okay, confusion. Spirit, show me what the Four of Wands is about before we get into the rest of the cards. Wow. Not even joking. Justice on the bottom. King of Swords in the World. Oh, okay. So that's what I was feeling. So Sag, again, this isn't going to be for a lot of you. You can take this energy and apply it to a coworker, apply it to a friend, a family member, really anyone. But I'm going to talk specifically about what they're giving me at this moment. I feel like there has been a relationship that has crashed and almost burned is what I'm feeling. Maybe just happening, or if this could be something that is from a while ago. Could be a month ago, could be 5 months ago. We're all on different timelines. Because they've given me the King of Swords and the World to clarify the Four of Wands. So what I'm feeling is at some time, this other person and you, does feel like two, for me, two people, did have a good relationship. Really had fun. We're pretty much in alignment. Might have gotten married, for example, if it was romantic. But something has caused this breakdown. And I feel like it has taken a toll on your body and your mind and your soul. So someone could be coming back here from your past. This could even have happened 20 years ago, right? 30 years ago. Like, time is irrelevant in the cosmos. Because we have the King of Swords and we have the World, well, King of Swords for me would be like a lawyer, attorney. So some of you might have gotten divorced. Maybe you are getting divorced. Maybe you have just filed to get divorced. Maybe you've just not married, but you are moving apart, or you've left someone. Because the World is showing up, so there's a completion, there's an ending here. And King of Swords is just like the Queen of Swords, except he's a masculine side, right? But he is more that really logistical kind of energy. So I feel for some of you, this is what happened. There was at one time a really good partnership. Could even be work, right? And it has come kind of crashing down. Perhaps someone is wanting you back. I'm not sure yet. But we have Justice on the bottom here. And this is Libra's card. So you've got to... You actually have a little bit of air going on here. This being on the bottom of the deck feels like this is something about something getting righted, a balance being brought in, something aligning better. Could also just be, again, speaking the truth, right? But we have the Two of Swords after that, so head over heart decision. Some of you may be thinking about leaving and not sure if you want to leave, or someone else, your partner, someone else, could be the other person might be thinking of leaving. But there's definitely some kind of an ending here. Because we have the Six of Cups next and the King of Pentacles. Six of Cups for me is, well, it's water again, so it is about the emotions and relationships. Typically, the Six of Cups is about looking back, whether 6 months, 6 years, 60 years. So it is a card of nostalgia. I'm wondering how long, but it can represent being with someone for a long time as well. And also, we'll get the clarifiers. This could be indicating someone from your past that you might have had some kind of a partnership with is coming back to you. Is coming back maybe to bring an apology, maybe to bring some kind of balance in. We'll see. But it's followed by the King of Pentacles, which is a beautiful energy here of stability, of really having a solid foundation, having enough to take care of yourself. He is a very loving kind of energy too. Male, female, does not matter. We both have masculine and feminine in us. It feels like whatever is going to be happening this weekend feels pretty big, I gotta tell you. So yeah, definitely make sure you're taking care of your body and indulging a little bit of the good stuff. Because there's something stable coming here that might be an offer with the King of Pentacles. So I'm going to leave it there. I want to get more in. We're going to go back to the Fountain deck. Okay, Spirit. So help me make sense of this reading for Sag. I'm going to leave that out. See, we have the Hangman next. So that's a major arcana again. And it's number 12, which is a 3. There's something going on here. Because the Hangman doesn't typically take action. The Hangman actually is just... He doesn't take action in the way that you would, Sag, because you're fire, right? So you're all about how you're moving through life. The Hangman is more about, let me see how I can see this differently. Let me see how I can shift how I perceive things to a different way. So I'm not sure if someone's coming back to offer you something. Nah, that's probably what it is. Because when I'm putting my hands on the Knight of Cups, that's what I'm feeling right now. Someone from your past, friend, lover, partner, family, someone could be coming back this weekend to make an apology, to try and right a wrong that was done, or many wrongs that have been done. And they're offering you, I feel like they're offering you this cup. They want to offer you this cup. Obviously, it's me up to you. You have free will, as always. Tarot is just guidance. It's a beautiful gift, but it is guidance. You always have your own free will to do whatever you wish to do. So let's continue, Spirit. Can you clarify? They want me to... Okay, Spirit, you're kind of confusing me here today. They want me to use my Fountain deck, so we're going to use my Fountain deck. Look at this. Okay, Sag, look. As I started to put the deck down, and this only happens once in a while, the Ten of Cups is underneath. So, wow, man, this could be someone coming back for sure, or someone that you may be involved with in your life right now that has been acting like a absolute, you know, asshole in some way. And they're coming back to make some kind of apology, perhaps, to bring you some kind of stability. Could be that. Okay, Spirit, let's clarify the Six of Cups, King of Pentacles. Why is the Six of Cups here? Can you please show me as clearly as possible for Sag? Why is the Six of Cups here? Who's coming back? What was the reason why it got derailed, is what I just heard. Oh, deck got pretty jumpy. Please show me clearly for the weekend of March 11th to the 12th. Why is the Six of Cups here? Okay, we got 2 and they turned in reverse. Wow, and then we got the Sun on the bottom. What the heck? Okay, guys, this is crazy. Ace of Cups and the Five of Cups, but you've seen how the cards flipped as I shuffled. Six of Cups, why is it here? Because some love, I'm really feeling this, guys. Someone you had relationship with in the love department, it just, like, again, crashed and burned, because Ace of Cups upright is all about a new cup being offered, a new beginning, a new replenishment of your love, of your heart, right, being on offer. And with the right amount of nurturing and the right amount of energy put into it in the positive way, it can become the 10 of Cups, which was underneath on the bottom of my Light Seers deck. So, but that didn't happen. It's almost like either you or someone has had their heart broken. But I do feel it's either been with someone you've been with for a long time, or someone that you from your past is coming back. And then we have the Five of Cups. Now, upright, this is a card of disappointment, of, wow, I put so much energy into this relationship and it didn't work out and I'm feeling heartbroken. But it is in reverse. So in reverse, what I'm feeling here is that I'm not sure you're heartbroken, but because in reverse, Five of Cups for me is kind of like, depends on what cards are coming around, but with this Ace of Cups, I'm feeling like It's not even like you can feel anymore, if that makes sense. Now, that might not be for everyone for sure, but it's almost like you've numbed. You became numb. And it makes sense that you became numb because there's been something going on here that has been feeling it just doesn't feel right. That's why Spirit has been saying you got to protect yourself. So 5 of Cups, wow. But then we have the Sun on the bottom. This is beautiful. Another major arcana, Sag. So this is Leo. Whoever or whatever this is involving, of course, it could be reversed, right? It could be, what do they say, cross-watcher. But the Sun is about illuminating things that maybe haven't been seen. It's also about getting free, like feeling free. It's about abundance, glory, joy, happiness. You know, there's a little boy swinging on a sunbeam here. So this is a positive energy to have show up with whatever is going on here. And then we have the Hermit after that. So you, the other person, maybe both, have really taken time out, time apart even, to really go within and to, you know, to shine your light on what it is that you're wanting and also recognizing what it is that has happened here. Yeah, 9 of Swords even after that. Sag, I don't know what this is. Like, again, I'm not going to ever be able to get all the whole details because this isn't a one-to-one. But, you know, honestly, this feels like there has been some kind of breakup, and if it's not a breakup, some kind of a separation in some way, physically or even just energetically wise, that has come to an end here, to some degree. And then it's almost like it's coming back, but in a different way, in a stronger way, in a more grounding way. If you are wanting that, right? I know a lot of people don't want their exes back or their ex-girlfriends or boyfriends or friends or, you know what I mean? Okay, Spirit, guide me still. Yeah, okay. So they want me to continue with this. So let's see what the King of Pentacles is about. Can you show me what the King of Pentacles is for Sag for the weekend? What is this leading to? Because I definitely feel like there's an offer. You know? Because he's sitting there. He's got a bouquet of red flowers. He's got a picnic set all ready to go. There's a horse in the back, all suited up to probably go for a romantic horseback ride. He's wanting to offer something, he or she. I got the 6 of Swords twice now, where I stopped. So if you've been arguing with someone and you've even had distance between the two of you, it feels like there's a big potential for it to come back, but in a more healthier, stronger, positive way. Okay. Show me more, please. King of Pentacles. Beautiful Spirit for Saggy. Why is a King of Pentacles here? Beautiful energy. Ooh, okay. 9 of Cups. Wish fulfillment. I don't know. Oh, my God. And then the 9 of Swords just popped out of the bottom. Okay. 5 of Swords, 4 of Cups. Why is King of Pentacles here? Wow. Okay. So, Sag, this is what I feel. I feel like... to make more room here. This is what I feel Spirit is saying. In some way in your life, you have had someone in your life. For a time, it was really good. It felt really great. Maybe even took it to a marriage level. If not, it's, you know, I don't want to keep repeating and boring you. For somehow, some of you might have gotten divorced. Some of you might have just all of a sudden gotten cut off because the world is about an ending and a new beginning. It's a cycle, right? Closing out and a new one beginning. It feels like it's connected to someone from your past or at least someone that you've been with for quite a while. And it feels like the cup, the love was taken away from you, not given to you. And not even like a care given about if this is a person that has walked away from you or that just, you know, has gotten so busy in their life or so stressed out or whatever it is. And they're just like, you know what, I can't deal with this anymore. It's like they're not giving you any energy. That's what it feels like. But then we get the King of Pentacles. And as I said, this is like some kind of offer coming towards you. But I asked why it's here, and we got the 5 of Swords and the 4 of Cups. I'm going to have to clarify a little bit more because 5 of Swords, that's twice we've had that now. This is about arguing. This is about mean words, cruel words, harsh words. Someone always wanting to be right, and they don't care that it hurts the other person. There's just, it's like a narcissistic kind of energy in some ways, right? Just like, you know what I mean? Like just... could do the worst freaking thing to you over and over and over again, and they will never apologize for it. That's what it feels like, and it's with the 4 of Cups. I feel like that is the other person or you. I'll leave that to you to decide because you know your life, your timeline. Four of Cups is like, I am sick and tired of dealing with this. I am so tired of being in this stagnant place where I feel like I cannot get out of it because it's sucky and it's draining me. And then we have the Nine of Cups on the bottom. So wishes fulfilled. Whatever you've been wishing for, it happening. But it feels like after a time of confusion and of deep stress, deep anxiety. Again, I can't tell if this is you or the other person. They're not giving that to me. I want to stop. I want to go into my wisdom oracle. Let's see. Go back. See, we have blessed on the bottom right now. Number 22. That's a 4. So there's stability, I feel, going to be offered to you from this person, or you're going to be offering someone stability. Chocolate is number 13. That is a 4. So that is about stability. About the, like, you know, I would say the table. Tick-tock, meaning kind of like get moving, and then happy, happy. Okay, show me a little bit more about what's going on for Sag, for whoever this reading is meant for. Feels like a pretty big struggle that's been going on, though, Sagittarius. And of course this could be about work or something, but you know, the only pentacle we have here is just the King. So I'm not really feeling that. I feel like this is more personal. Show me clearly, Spirit. Give me a card to help me get a little bit more deeper in this reading for Sagittarius. Regeneration and to be fair. Wow, man. And then we got imagine on the bottom, which is all about wishes being like, you're getting your wishes true, coming true here. Imagine is like dream, the big dream, right? Like if you, how can I put this? Like if you really wanted some kind of great relationship, it's like Spirit is saying, imagine it. Because whatever you dream about, you can make it your reality. So this is a positive energy. We have flexible underneath that. Okay, let me set this aside. 2 cards that came out, regeneration and to be fair. So to be fair is very much like the Justice card. Things are going to be balancing out. Now, whether you receive this or accept this, that's up to you. But to be fair is Spirit's way of saying, whatever has been done, whatever has happened to you, I'm assuming, because this is your reading, that there's fairness getting brought back in here. If someone has done something wrong to you, it will be corrected. At the very least, they're going to be offering it to you. Which is interesting because they're telling you to protect yourself too. And that could just be like taking things slow, making sure that you're taking really good care of you. And then we have regeneration. So somewhat like the Tower, right? And it is 46, which is a 10, which is a 1, which is a magician. Restarting. Now, like I said, this is not going to be for everyone. Not everyone's going to want the apology or be able to even accept whatever the apology, whatever this offers. But regeneration is a beautiful energy of starting again to build something bigger and better than it ever was. You know? Okay. Let's go back to the Fountain deck. All right, Spirit, continue to show me. It's positive, though, Sag, in whatever way this is applying, if it is your reading. It may not be. But with the Sun showing up and the 9 of Cups showing up here, it feels good. It feels good, but I've got to be honest with you, it feels like there has been some shitty times going on. Whether like I said, whether it's been for a week, whether it's been for a month, a year, 10 years, ugh, I don't like this feeling. I've been there many times, and you know, it's just not nice to be in this, especially this kind of energy. So let's see, Spirit, give me a little bit more. I don't want to leave this reading just like this. Let's go a little bit more. Oh my God. The 2 of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups. Look at, I can't, oh, the Sun, but I couldn't push these back in. So I'm going to take them. Let's see, the other ones went in. Okay, wow. We got the 2, let's talk about this first. 2 of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles. So you got the 5 of Cups, you got the 5 of Swords that showed up twice, And now you got the Five of Pentacles. Man, this is some big change that is coming in. Whether you're going to accept it or not, I don't know. Because it's like the offer. Two of Pentacles with the Five of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is like, I'm not sure which way to go. It's a lot of juggling. I've been doing a lot of juggling. It could be a choice, like, right? You don't know which way to go. And then with the Five of Pentacles, because it feels like whoever this other person is, that they definitely abandon you on some level. They took their energy away from you. Maybe they took their money, right? Because it is Pentacles. But for me, Pentacles aren't just about our material things. It's about our self-confidence and our self-worth and how we feel, you know? So it feels like someone did a number on you, and you now are kind of having to juggle to figure out which way you want to go, if you're going to accept it or not. We have your energy on the bottom, so I'm going to look at that in a second, but let's see what these are. We've got the Page, Nine of Wands, Seven of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and the Sun. So Nine of Wands is that wounded warrior. So I know whatever this is, for whoever's reading this, is meant for, it has been really, really hard. It's been a big struggle, right? It's been a big struggle. You haven't given up here. And yet, the Seven of Swords besides the Nine of Wands, the Seven of Swords is moving towards the Page of Pentacles. The Seven of Swords, I never like this energy. Or, well, okay, I don't like this energy because typically the Seven of Swords is about someone sneaking, doing sneaky things behind your back, thinking they can get away with it. But in why I said, oh, because Spirit just gave me a little nudge of the Seven of Swords, the other way that I rarely read it, but sometimes Spirit gives me this nudge, is that the Seven of Swords can mean that you're withholding. You're withholding your energy because you don't want, because you maybe just can't trust right now. Because you are unsure of what this person's motives are. That's kind of what I'm feeling, like you're holding back, almost like the Seven of Wands. That's what they're giving me, that energy. But it is followed by the Page of Pentacles, which is looking over towards the Sun. Page of Pentacles is a new beginning, and again, like I just said, I don't feel like this is about material. I don't think this is about money, Sag. I don't think this is. But I feel like this is more a new beginning in the emotional realm as far as how you feel about yourself and moving forward, because it's a beginning. But where it's going to lead you is the Sun. I mean, twice in your reading, the Sun. Powerful, beautiful, very dynamic energy coming through on your reading. This is very significant for whoever's reading this is meant for, because it is saying that things are going to work out. I don't know what's been happening. Like, it feels like, I don't know, I just feel like there's been a lot of battle, a lot of battles, a lot of not seeing each other clearly. It's strained you. It has taken so much. But then we have the King of Wands, which is your energy, as I said. Taking the lead. You know, this is a beautiful energy of standing your ground and not accepting anything that you don't want. You know, really being firm of what you do want. So in some ways, if someone is coming back, or someone that you're with right now, or that's in your circle in some way, has screwed up, and has screwed up many times, because we've got so many, like the Five of Swords that many times, you may be like, okay, I'm open to hearing what you have to say, but I'm not going to budge on my own morals and my own values. You know, I'm not going to allow myself to be played anymore, is what I'm feeling. And then we have the Queen of Cups. So we have the King of Cups, now we got the Queen of Cups. So we have both, we have a couple. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio once again, but I always feel like Queen of Cups is Cancer. So this is really about, again, just the nurturing, taking care of yourself, making sure that you're loving up on you. She also loves her family and people that matter to her. She's very protective of them and gives really solid, sound advice. She's much all about the love, right? So balance may be being restored here in some kind of a relationship, is what it feels like to me. Because then we even have the Empress. Oh, look at that. And then maybe some of you really dealing with the Cancer, because we've got the Chariot next too. We've got Taurus card, the Empress, What did I just say about nurturing? You know, all relationships, if they're meant to be, have to take work on both parts, right? So this is about nurturing the other person, but you being nurtured as well, allowing that to come in. Her belly is the world as well. So it is representing some kind of closure here, or at least some change in a cycle for you, if you so want it, right? And then the Chariot is, you know, really moving forward at fast speed in the right direction that you want to go in. And it is a victory card as well. It's a positive energy. Look at these major arcanas just coming out. Chariot. Then we have the Aries card, the Emperor. So, so that's what I have. I just feel like, again, not everyone's going to want an apology or be able to even accept it. However this is, but I do feel that whatever way you go, just make sure you're listening to your intuition and trust that. Trust it if someone is coming back. Because again, you know, like with the flexible, we have unfinished symphony. Flexible, unfinished symphony. Because it does feel like something is not finished. Right? So, wow. Interesting. Okay, I feel like that's where I'm going to leave it. I am going to go to the treasures from Takashi. I hope this helped in some way. In a nutshell, take this weekend, if this is your reading and you know that this is your reading, Sag, take this weekend to do good things for yourself. Really, you know, again, this could have been my energy that they're giving it to me. I don't know. But really do that, you know, and stand in your integrity and in your honor, in your grace. However this is applying, know that things feel like they're really going to get brighter. They're going to get way better, way more stable, however that may be, whether you choose to accept whoever this is coming back or not. But it does feel like something wrong is getting righted. I look under here. 7 of Cups, 6 of Coins, Knight of Cups, the Fool, the Emperor, the Hierophant. Wow. 2 of Cups. I have no doubt. 5 of Coins. We're having many repeat cards. Yeah, I just feel like if there's been arguing going on with someone, bickering, all that kind of painful stuff, I do feel that this weekend could be the weekend to get it right. Okay, that's what I feel. Okay, Sag. Man, that was a little kind of confusing a bit. Let's see what Treasures from Takashi has to say, and then we will close this out. Saggy, I love you. You're so beautiful. You're so wonderful. Just make sure you're making the right choice for yourself, for your beautiful heart. We have Delight on the bottom. I feel like we should read that. Enchantment occurs when you least expect it. Open yourself to... I don't know why I'm getting kind of itchy right now. This is so weird, and I've got goosebumps. Open yourself to the charm of the world and tingle with delight. Have no expectations, and life is captivatingly beautiful. Look in the mirror and give yourself the gift of delight as you see who you truly are. That's a beautiful message. And then you have value underneath, which is about appreciating yourself, cherishing and respecting yourself, okay? So definitely a message here, Spirit saying, make sure you are really seeing how beautiful you are and how wonderful you are, and don't shortchange yourself. Okay? All right, Spirit. Let's get one final card, if you have, for Sag to close out this reading for the weekend. All right. I definitely feel like someone wants to make something right here. Definitely that is the energy. Ooh, okay. Hold on. Deck has gotten all really crazy. But we do have, I think, 2 that flips out. Okay, we got caring. Oh, what did I just... This totally goes along with this stuff. It's time to care for you. Lovingly take pleasure in your positive attributes. Do not deny your needs and take care of yourself. Caring for others must be backed up by doing what is needed for yourself first, so that you are able to continue caring. Your guides are watching over you at this time. You are cared for and loved. Oh, that's beautiful. Love it from the bottom of the deck. So that is what a lot of this reading is about, is caring for yourself. But I still just feel like someone's coming back. Okay, so we have freedom and we have patience that came out. Freedom. Choose to free yourself from your self-inflicted limitations. Freedom is a state of being on the inside. You are always free. There is no need to go looking for it. There are no obstacles in your way now, so begin something new. Look to the future and stand proud and free. Okay, I'm going to put that right over here because it feels like your choice, right? Your choice, however this is playing out. And then we have patience. Be patient. All things move at the timing as the timing requires. Quiet your mind. Take time to be with yourself with no expectations or push. Do not be anxious for results, but enjoy the gentle journey. In your busy world, do not be rushed or allow the impatience of others to push you into hasty actions. All things come to those who wait patiently. Okay, Sag. So that is what I have for you for this weekend. I do hope if this is your reading, it helps in some way to ease your heart and to also like kind of give you some relief, because I really was picking up on a lot of anxiety, especially with the 9 of Swords and 7 of Swords even that came out. You know, the 5 of Swords, the 4 of Cups, you know, the 5 of Pentacles, the 5 of, all that energy. It's just, it feels like there's been combat is what I feel. Take that however loosely or tightly you want to. Something has a potential to really completely change if given the time, the care, if given the care and the patience, I feel. So, all right. So, Sag, that's where we're going to wrap it up here. I do wish you the most beautiful weekend. Take great care of yourself. Do something nice for yourself. And use your intuition. Trust that inner guidance system of yourself. Okay, Saggy, that's it. We're on a wrap. So I will see you Monday. If you choose to come back here, I would appreciate that. I love you so, so much. Have a beautiful weekend, and we'll see you next week, okay? Take care, really, especially if you're feeling like you're coming down with something like I am. Okay, Sag, kisses as always, and I'm sending you such big hugs. I love you. See you next time.